All right, let's move into multi-step equations now when we have letters as coefficients. So not only do we have some numbers here, we have a letter, we have a times x plus 7 equals 5. So remember, anytime I have these two variables next to each other or anything next to a variable, it's multiplication. So I have a times x plus 7 equals 5. Don't worry about this. A is not equal to 0. We will worry about that later, but you don't have to worry about that now. Okay. So ax plus 7 equals 5. So just like the other problems, just because I have an a there doesn't change anything. I'm still going to subtract 7 from both sides. Those cancel. 5 minus 7 is negative 2, so I have ax equals negative 2. Since this is multiplication here, I'm going to divide by a because I'm trying to get the x all by itself. So, of course, a divided by a is 1, just like 2 divided by 2, 3 divided by 3, 4 divided by 4, negative 2 divided by negative 2. A divided by a is 1. So, therefore, on the left I have x, and on the right I have negative 2 over a. So that would be my answer. Okay, so we can see what's happening on these. So you can watch what happens here. We get subtract 7 from both sides. We get ax equals negative 2 by simplifying. We divide both sides by a, and we get x equals negative 2 over a. And that would be the end of that one. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, on this problem we have 1 over a minus 4 equals 9. We have to figure out which one works. So 1 over ax. So I have 1 over ax minus 4 equals 9. So I have those here. And now what I have to do is I have to figure out what do I do first to solve this. Well, x is here. This is just 1 over a times x, or x over a, whichever way you want to think about it. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. To move that over, we do plus or minus. If it's all by itself, we're going to move that over. And we're going to try to solve it from there. So, of course, minus 4 plus 4 is 0. So I get 1 over a times x equals 13. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by the inverse. So remember, just like we did with another problem, we're going to multiply. Remember, we multiply the same thing on both sides. So, of course, this a cancel. Of course, 1 divided by 1 is just 1, so I don't have to worry about that. And then on the other side, so I'm left with x, right, on this side, equals, and then I have 13 over 1 times a over 1, so that's just 13 times a, and that would be my answer, 13 times a. 13 times a, there's my answer. I can check it. Everything looks good. And I am done with this section. So the very next video will be your next check that you need to do. So you have 2 checks due for this assignment, and then you also have a homework assignment.